I'm going to show you how to grill pork chop and how to marinate. So let's see.
Thank you each and every again. This is Chur April and welcome back to my kitchen. For our ingredient, we need to have the salt, the laurel, whole peppers, onion powder, garlic powder, thyme, basil, with calamansi extract, barbecue marinade, and our pork chop. Student, do not blink your eye for we will start cooking right now. Of course, we have to boil 2 cups of water. Then we can add our calamansi extract, a portion of our pepper, laurel lips for extra flavoring. The herbs of the laurel lips will help in the taste of our pork chop. And remember to wash your hands before touching anything in the kitchen. Then it's time for us to put our pork. So this is pork chop. It's 1/4 kilos of pork chop. So let's wait for it and let it simmer for like 5 minutes. It's time for us to do our marinade while we are waiting for our pork chop to become tender. So we have to put our barbecue marinade sauce. Then we can add a little pepper here. Now it's time for us to do the marinade. Next thing that we have to do is we have to put our herbs and spices. We can put a little bit of salt and we have to turn it over. After that, then let's have our onion powder, another onion powder. Then we can add our garlic powder. It's time for us to put our herbs. The thyme is a very nutritious and healthy herbs and spices, which can even to put aroma on our meat and extra seasoning. And if you want an extra spice, then we can use our Spanish paprika. Once we have all the herbs, we have to set this in for around 2 to 3 minutes. After which, this will be the time for us to marinate our pork chop. So we have to put our pork chop on our barbecue marinade sauce. And of course, if you have brush, you can use brush. And you have to cover it with the sauce. All of the pork chop must be covered so that it may have the taste. And once we have this, then we have to leave it for about 4 to 6 hours. Grilling time. So we have to put the grilled pork chop on our grilling pan. There you go. And we can see and we can able to listen on the crispiness of how it can be. Awesome. These are the marinated barbecue. Almost done. So let's do our plating with our pork chop. There you go. There you go. This is our real pork chop. Look at this. My dear student, we have it. Our grilled pork chop. It's your turn now.
Now that you have learned how to grill a pork chop, now it's time for you to apply. And this is what I'm excited about. So let's apply. Giselle, can you read?
A. You will group accordingly. B. Showcase skills of cooking meat cuts. C. Ingredients to be used should be evident. E. Each group member will do the function as marketer and auditor. F. Step-by-step procedures must be followed. G. Be ready to present requests and answer questions from the teacher and provide reflections.
Okay, good. So these are the procedures that you have to adhere, and please be guided with the following questions. And for your rubrics, so you're going to have 50% for your food preparation, 30% for palatability and acceptability, 10% for presentation and plating, and 10% for the food content for a total of 100%. What are we waiting for? So let's go and cook now. Please open all your cameras. It's time for you to showcase your skills, my dear student, and I'm so excited. So you start in three, two, one, go. Marian, can you tell me what are your ingredients?
My ingredients is water, pepper, soy sauce, salt, and sugar, pork, oil, ketchup, and calamansi.
Wow, that's awesome. Good job. How about Alex? Alex, what are you doing right now?
I'm going to make a brine solution. I'm adding a water, a salt,
Mhm.
pepper, and then mix po.
Wow, that's awesome. So that is your brine solution. Great. Hey, Mata, why do you need to add salt in brine solution?
Add salt to balance the taste.
Oh, so the salt will going to balance the taste. Very good. And also, it will make your pork chop tasty because if you're not going to put salt, it will be tasteless. Jave, I'm seeing a sachet there. Can you tell me what is that?
This is barbecue marinade. This is our of dish.
Oh, so you're using an instant barbecue marinade. Wow, everybody is done with their work. So let's try to evaluate the work of your classmates. Let's start with Abby first. Can you evaluate your classmates' work, Abby? Assess work?
So very nice and accepted and very delicious.
Yes, that's awesome. It looks great. So the work of Jose is very good. It has lettuce on the side. Is that lettuce, Jose?
Ma'am?
That lettuce on the side.
Yeah, ma'am.
Awesome. I think you just have to do a little polishing on your plate because your plate must be clean. Okay, on the side.
Ma'am, yung kay Alex po, ano po, mukhang masarap po siya, malinis tignan at katanggap-tanggap po. So, for me, I give 95 points for Alex or 96.
Yes, 96. She can sell already the dish in a particular cafeteria. Okay, so it's acceptable. Okay, so when we say katanggap-tanggap, it's acceptable. We have to use that acceptable. Okay, great. So it looks awesome and delicious. So, and there's also a garnishing on the rice. Very good. I think I want to taste your dish. but we cannot do it since it's pandemic. Okay, so just let your mother, your neighbor taste the food that you had cooked for today. So for today, let's just try to reflect on how many servings is a kilo of meat, Alex.
1 kilogram of meat serves approximately 4 people. 1 kilogram of meat serves approximately 2 people.
Yeah, so that means that per kilos, there are specific servings size and portion that you can able to put on your table. Or if we're going to talk about our business, so can you tell us, Jose, about the food costing?
So the total of our ingredient is 327 pesos. So we can sell it 200. So we have income 73
Yeah.
pesos.
Yeah, so that the markup price will be 100 pesos. Very good, Jose. And you still have an income of 72 pesos. Very good. Now you can be a young entrepreneur and sell what you have cooked at home. Very good. So let's just recap this. What are the things that we have tackled for today? And can anybody give us any reflections for today? Or you can also type on the chat box, what have you learned for today? Giselle?
I have learned about how to cook pork chop and marinate teriyaki. Also, the serving 1/2 kilos of meat and the amount cost of it.
Yes, so that's perfect. So you can now be the cook and expert in cooking meat. So for your quiz, you have to answer this one on the Google Classroom. It's just 1 to 10 questions after this class. And you also have your assignment with the following directions. Anybody want to read the assignments? Yes?
Ma'am,
Cedric?
answer the following questions carefully. Use extra sheet of paper if needed. Every item corresponds to 5 points each. Number 1. What are the types of pork marinade? Number 2. Enumerate the methods of cooking meat. 3. Differentiate the four doneness in cooking meat.
Yes, that was a fantastic reading, Cedric. And this will be your references. So thank you so much. That's all for today. And good job for everybody. A virtual thumbs up for all of you. And hope I can see you again next time. Bye, Tenda Gohoy.
Bye po, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Bye po.
Okay, so thank you and congratulations, Dr. April. Ginutom tuloy ako. Ano, ang sarap. Okay, so to complete our set of demo teachers this afternoon, our last demo teacher this afternoon, we have teacher 3 from Tanyong High School, SDO Marikina, is going to discuss about gender and human sexuality. Let's welcome Madam Josefina Fermi Solano. Ma'am Fermi, may video siya, sir. Si Ricky. Yes, yeah, sige, sir. She did not message me too. Solano. Wala rin sa akin. I mean, actually, she messaged me and she said, uh, mamaya po for presentation, sobrang hina po ng net. And then I asked her to forward to you the video. Hindi pala. Anyway, Ma'am Ampi, AMPHY, Ma'am Ampi. Wala po bang notification, sir? Solano. Meron, sir? Wala po. Nandito ba siya? Ma'am Ampi. Anyway. Ma'am, can we have your what do you call this? Your video, ma'am? Your video is not cannot be found in the Google Drive. So nasa Google Drive. Google Drive daw, sir. Ma'am Ampi, what's the file name of your video, ma'am? Ito na, sir. Ako na mag-play, sir. Saan ba dito? Paraway lang po. Is it visible?
Yes po.
Good day, everyone. I am Josefina Fermisolano, your demo teacher
May sounds
for
po.
the day. And my topic is all about gender and human sexuality.
Everybody, let me see if you're ready. Type in number 1, please, the chat box. Thank you. So let's start. Before we proceed to our main topic, kindly read the ticket for MAPE 8 classes. Allen, are you there? Thank you for answering number 1.
Hello. Narinig po ba ako, ma'am?
Yes po, thank you.
Netiquette for MAPE 8 classes. Number 1, be on time. Number 2, be polite. Number 3, always listen and pay attention all the time. Number 4, if you want to say something, please click the raise hand icon on your screen so that I can acknowledge you. And number 5, participate in the discussion.
Thank you, Alan, for that very clear voice. Okay, so let us proceed. Our topic for today is all about gender and human sexuality. And here is our objectives. 1, define sexuality. 2, discuss the dimensions of human sexuality. And 3 is to analyze the importance of knowing one's personality. Okay? So before we proceed to our main topic for today, let us have a review first. Actually, these are the basic terms in human sexuality which we had this last meeting. So these are the sex, gender, gender role, and gender equality. Okay, so start. One, it is the biological basis of being a male or female, boy or girl, man or woman. So using the chat box, or you may raise your hands if you want to recite to give me your answers. What is that statement all about? You may now start. Come on, Milan. Let me see your answer. Wow, sex, sex. Very good. Let us see if your answer is correct. Okay, very good. How about this one? It refers to femininity or masculinity of a person's role and behavior as defined by the society. So, what is it? Answered by gender role. Gender role is really a gender. Kelly, it's gender. Gender. Angelica, it's gender. Oh, what is the correct answer actually of this one? It's gender. Let's proceed. How about this one? What these pictures tell you? Okay, gender equality. Let us see. You have only one answer, huh? Uniformity of answer. Let us see if your answer is correct. Okay, very good. It's gender equality. Let's proceed to the next. How about this one? Someone is raising their hand. Okay, let us see sa chat box. Wow, it's gender role. Okay, so let us see if your answer is correct. Very good. So proceed to the next. Okay, how about this one? What is it? I will give you a clue. Yeah, jumbled words. Let us see. Nice one, Kelly. Kelly, ang bilis ni Kelly. Human sexuality. Wow, very good, Kelly. You answered first. And then Alan, Rachel, right. Human sexuality. Very good. That is correct. It is human sexuality. So, to the next. All right. So well done. Yay. All right. In 1 minute, write words that you know associated with the word written below. So what is it? It is sexuality. So you may use the chat box. Desire. Okay, nice one, Gab. How about the others? What are the words associated with the words? Uh-huh. It is yourself. Okay. Nice one, try. Alright. Plus passion. Nice one, Angel. I think Jelly is here. What else? What are the words that you can think of associated with sexuality? Last 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Erotic thinking. Okay, nice one, Gabriel. Okay, what else? Passion, erotic thinking, yourself, things of love and desire. It's all about gender. Okay, nice one, Alex. Alright, so very good. So those are the words that you think, that you've said, that you've written, that you thought associated with sexuality. Very good, my dear students. So let us proceed to the next. Okay. To understand more about sexuality, here is the definition, the description of the word sexuality. We want Christian to read it.
Sexuality is an integral part of what we do and who we are. It is the way we experience and express ourselves as sexual beings. It is the total expression of an individual's self concept.
Okay, thank you, Chris. All right, so when we say sexuality, it is an integral part, meaning to say that is your total self. It is who you are, what you are. Okay. And then it's also wherein you're going to experience and the way you express yourselves sexually. Meaning to say, it is okay that you have a crush, there's something strange, you had a strange feelings to someone else with your opposite sex. And that is normal. Okay? As long as you can handle it intellectually. And then it is the total expression of individual self-concept. When we say self-concept, actually, that is your view of yourself. Proceed to the next. Here we are to understand more about sexuality. Okay? We have here a 5 dimensions. And the first one is the way you look as a man or a woman. Is the answer. The way you look as a man or a woman. And physical self. Very good. There's student. So let us now proceed to the next slide. And this time, who wants to read? Mental self. Okay, I want Sophia to read it.
The way you think as a man or a woman.
Okay, ano sagot? What is the answer? Mental self. Mental self. Mental self. Okay, let us see. Mental self. Okay. Let us see if your answer is correct, guys. Alright, it's mental self. Okay, very good. Let us proceed to the next. Let me see your answer. Emotional self. There's someone answered social self. Chrismiana, yes? Is there something you want to say, Chrismiana? You raised your hands, Iha. Okay, emotional self. Okay, emotional self. So let's see if it is correct. All right, it is emotional self. Let's proceed to the next. So the way you interact with others. Sorry, I binasa. The way you interact with others. Interact means to communicate and react with the people you are with or you are, talking to. Wow, social self. Social self. Let us see if your answer is correct, my dear students. Mhm. That is correct. Yay! Very good. Let's proceed to the next slide. How about this one? Again, who wants to read? Nauna si Gab. But I want Keisha to read it. Go, Keisha.
The way you value relationships.
Thank you. So let us see if there are answers. Oh, wow, there's a lot of answers in the chat box. Ethical self. Ethical self. Oh, ethical self. All right. So let us see if your answer is correct, my dear students. Yay, very good. Through picture analysis, what can you say? What's on the slide? Someone's raising their hand. Yes, Gab.
Emotional self and physical self changes as we grow.
Okay, social, emotional, and physical changes will happen as you grow. So definitely. So how will you deal with it? I will give you 1 minute to think of your answer. Yes, Gab.
By doing the things that makes you happy or by telling your problems with your family.
Kindly speak clearly and louder,
By
please.
doing the things that makes you happy and by telling your problems with family.
Okay, by doing the things that makes you happy. Okay, thanks. How about the others? Acceptance. Nice, Christiana. Yes, you have to accept those changes so that you can be happy, right? How about the others? Wants to say something? Express. Okay, you have to express yourselves or you have to express those changes. Why not? Diba? Sure. What about the others? I need one more answer. How you deal with those changes as you grow, especially at your age. There's a lot of changes physically, emotionally, and socially. So how you deal with it? How you deal with those changes? Positive thinking. Yes, you are correct, Ruel. I agree with you. Positive thinking. Know your self value. Exactly. Very good answer, Gabriel. Okay, so proceed tayo. The next. Yan na. Who wants to read? Self-confidence. Yes, shy. Very good. Someone raising their hands. I think Prismiana raise her hands. Go, Prismiana.
It is important to have a clear outlook of yourself. If you know yourself well, you will know what you must do to stay healthy, sexually, and a happy individual.
Okay, thank you. So clear outlook. So meaning to say you must have a clear view of yourself. So it's just a positive outlook of yourself. There's no one know more of yourself but you. Remember that. Okay? So let us proceed to the next. You may recite or use the chat box and tell me the most important thing you learned from today's lesson. Using the chat box now for 1 minute. Think.
Let me see. Being who you are. Okay.
Okay, let me see your answers. Start tayo with being who you are. So, your acceptance. Hi, God. And Fish. Hi, Fisha. Changes in yourself, physical, emotional, even social things to be accepted and be proud of. Check. Knowing more about ourselves. Exactly. And then, Allen, the most important thing is to know your self value and to know ourselves. Very good. It's nice to know that you learned something important today about being who you are, the value of yourself, right? So let's proceed. All right, this time, why is it important to understand human sexuality? Anybody who wants to answer me, who want to recite? Yes, Christiana.
To have a positive outlook in life, even though we face different problems along the way.
Nice one. Good answer. Yes, that is always choose the positive outlook in life. Do not dwell on the negative one. Okay? Kelly, it will help us build better relationship with ourselves and others. See, that is why it's very important to understand your sexuality. Okay? Build better relationship with yourselves and others. And Sophia, can I answer one more po? Sure, go ahead. Sabi, sexuality is an integral part of being human. Love, affection, and sexual intimacy contribute to healthy relationships and individual well-being. Exactly. Angelica must maintain an optimistic attitude towards life despite the challenges we face on our journey. I agree with you. Nicely said, Angel. Sabi naman ni Allen. It is a primary source of motivation. Just consider the amount of time spent thinking and planning for sex, let alone the time spent in sexual behavior itself. Alright. Very good. You're so good in answering questions like that. Means that you learned something today. Let's proceed. And I am amazed with your answers, my dear students. Very good. Okay, so let us proceed to the next part. And this is the assessment where I can tell if you really understand our lesson or not. So using the personalized link, this one, so go to bzi.sh and enter the code ATP 55822. I will give you 2 minutes to log in to your Quizalize app. There you go. There you are. What? Let me see. Ma'am, 1 second. Oh, it's okay. Go ahead. Enjoy the activity. Yun. Gab and Shai. Ganda. Mon, how about Allen and Ken? Go, go, go! So, yan. Quiz. You are having now your quiz activity. So, this is the content of your Quizalize activity. Okay. And that's it. Now, it's your next assignment. The things that we're going to do next meeting. And here it is. Who wants to read? Alan?
Assignment topic factors affecting your sexuality. For each factor enumerated below, give instances on how you think this factor influences your sexual attitudes and behaviors. 5 points each. Use your activity notebook. Number one, family. Describe how your family affects your values regarding human sexuality. Number two, culture. Describe how your culture affects your human sexuality.
Thank you, Alan. Gab?
For each factor enumerated below, give instance on how you think this factor influences your sexual attitude and behaviors. 5 points each. Use your activity notebook. 3. Please describe how your friends affect your human sexuality. 4. Media. Describe on how the media affects your human sexuality.
Thank you. Okay, how about the reference? Who wants to read the reference? Yes, Sophia.
Reference Grade 8 Health Module Quarter 1 Module 2 pages 3 to 6.
Okay, thank you. All right, so that is the reference wherein you can find the ideas on how you're going to answer those factors affecting your sexuality. And here is the rubric wherein you want to have a perfect score of your activity, that is 5 points. Of course, the criteria is explanation, so there should be a complete response and detailed explanations, and creativity and originality, wherein it reflects the students' high level creativity in their output. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining.
Naka-off pa lang, sorry. Okay, thank you and congratulations, Ma'am Solano. I'm very sorry because we still have one demo teacher. I was not able to see in the matrix. We still have one last demo teacher this afternoon. Our last demo teacher this afternoon is teacher 3 from Integrated High School, SD Otanawan City, and she's going to discuss about collision. Let's welcome Ma'am Mary Ann Ocon de Chavez.
As a reminder, you can raise your hands if you want to answer and don't be afraid to answer. Remember, your answer matters. Okay, next. Moving on. Okay. For our objectives on our today's topic, explain the relationship between momentum and impulse. Illustrate how impact force is reduced in some situations like in collisions. And number three, apply the concept of momentum and impulse to real life situations. This time, Please open the quizzes app, then answer the pretest prepared. Remember that your pretest is not graded, just to be fair for those who are having connectivity issues. The game link will be sent to your Google Classroom chat box and FB Messenger group to give chance to students who still wants to play the pretest. Now, I'm going to give you enough time for you to finish the pretest. Then I'm going to go back to you later. Are you done? Not yet? Okay, while we are waiting for the others to finish, please take note of the questions as they will be given again as the post-test questions later. Okay, time's up. Okay, so that's all for our pre-test. Okay, I hope you're going to get higher score later in our post-test. In physics, an external force acting on an object over a specific time leads to a change in momentum of the object. A special name is given to the product of the force applied and the time interval during which it acts. Impulse. So impulse is equal to the force multiplied by time. The SI unit for impulse is Newton seconds. It is abbreviated as NS. 1 Newton second is the same as 1 kilogram meter per second. When the object slows down or moves faster, its velocity decreases or increases. If there is a change in velocity or mass of moving object, there is also a change in momentum. After that, change of momentum is impulse. Impulse is a change of momentum. Force is needed to change the momentum of a moving body. So, impulse is equals to the force multiplied by time, which is also equals to the mass multiplied by velocity for momentum. The standard unit for impulse is Newton second and momentum is kilogram meter per second. Sports like karate, taekwondo, baseball, golf, and tennis utilize the concept of follow-through as an important strategy to obtain a greater momentum. When a tennis player hits the ball, a follow-through keeps the tennis racket in contact with the ball for a longer time, and so the ball experiences a greater change in momentum for the same force applied. So we have sample problem here. Let's try. Okay, Tiger Woods hits a 0.02 kilogram golf ball, giving it a speed of 25 meter per second. What impulse does he impart to the ball? Okay, so if we're going to solve, okay, first you should know the unknown. Okay, identify the given. We're going to write the solution, and then the final answer with the unit. Okay, so let's try. Here's what we're going to do with our problem a while ago. Okay, we're going to write the given. Okay, for our given, we have the mass, which is 0.02 kilogram, the velocity, which is 25 meter per second, which we are going to minus with 0 because that is the initial velocity, 0. So it's equals 25 meter per second. So same. Find impulse. Since the golf ball is initially at rest, the initial velocity is equal to 0. Thus, impulse is equal to the change in momentum, which is equal to the change in velocity multiplied with the mass. Okay, so for our mass, we have 0.02 kilogram multiplied with 25 meter per second. So we get 0.50 kilogram meter per second or 0.50 Newton second. Another problem, a golf ball of mass of 0.045 kilogram is hit off the toe at a speed of 45 meters per second. Find the impulse imparted to the golf ball. Okay, I'll give you enough time to solve and then let us have one of your classmates to answer the problem. Okay, are you done? Okay, EJ, are you ready, EJ? Okay, yes. Okay, so let's go into have your solution. Okay, very good. Okay, your answer is correct. Okay, and then let us again explain how did we arrive with your answer, which is 2.0 Newton seconds. Okay, again, impulse is equal to the change in momentum, which is also equals to mass multiplied by velocity. So we have 0.045 kilogram multiplied with 45 meter per second. So we got 2.0 kilogram meter per second or 2.0 Newton second. Very good. Moving on. Okay, we have a collision. A collision is an encounter between two objects resulting in exchange of impulse and momentum. Because the time of impact is usually small, the impulse provided by external forces like friction during this time is negligible. If we take the colliding bodies as one system, the momentum of the system is therefore approximately conserved. Okay, so examples, when a boxer throws a punch, their first fist is said to collide with the opponent's body, which is the boxing. Okay, so in an isolated system, the total momentum of the system before the collision is equal to the total momentum of the system after the collision. Let me just add other examples of collision. When an astronomical object merges with a black hole, they are considered to collide. A ship collision accurately involves at least two moving maritime vessels hitting each other, and a mid-air collision occurs between airplanes. So those are the examples of collision. How impact force is reduced in some situations like in collisions. An impact force which stops a moving object must do enough work to take away its kinetic energy. So extending the distance moved during the collision reduces the impact force. Ibig sabihin, pag mas malayong distansya, mas nagiging mababa yung impact ng pagbangga. Okay? Malinaw, class? Okay. We also have two types of collision. You have the elastic and inelastic collision. The difference of the two, okay, an elastic collision loses no energy. The deformation on collision is fully restored. In an inelastic collision, energy is lost and the deformation may be permanent. Further explanation of elastic and inelastic collision. Okay, for completely inelastic collision, collisions where two objects stick together and have a common velocity after impact. So as you can notice in the illustration of the before, okay, uh, there is still space and then after the collision, okay, it is completely inelastic, meaning it is not elastic, kaya sila ay magkadikit na dalawa. For completely elastic collision, collisions where two objects collide in such a way that zero energy is lost in the process. And then there is a chance for them to still separate after the collision. So that is completely elastic collision. Okay, think of it. Do you know that impulse in Filipino is salpok or simbuyo, depending on the use of words? And momentum is vuelo. Same in Batangas, we use the term vuelo in giving so much force to stop or to move something. We can use it in a sentence. Yes, can we have Sophia? Sophia, Ann, you're raising your hand. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let me just repeat your answer. Ang kotse ay sumalpok sa pader. Very good. Okay. But how about for our classmate? We have Miss Ramilo. What is salpok or simbuyo in your language? Okay, we want to know your community as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you said in your dialect, sa inyong dialekto na sambal, salpok or simbuyo is maragsa. Okay, so can we use that in a sentence? Yes, okay. So nagsalpukan, we call that ni maragsa. Okay, thank you. Pagbanggaan naman, ni banggaan, hilay, luway, lulan. Okay. So, meaning banggaan, hila ay dalawang lulan. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we have here another trivia. Lalaro ng bayan, which is our luksong baka. Hayaan ninyo akong ipakilala sa inyo ang ating laro ng bayan na tinatawag nating luksong baka. Ang luksong baka ay isang tradisyonal na Pilipinong laro na nagmula sa Bulacan, kung saan sinasangkot nito ang mga manlalaro na tumalon paitaas sa tinatawag na baka. Hindi mo kailangang gumamit ng ilang tiyak na kagamitan upang laruin ang luksong baka. Ang elemento ng health-related at skill-related fitness na kailangan sa larong ito ay ang power. For that, in playing luksong baka, momentum and impulse are shown. Any questions so far? Is everything clear? Okay, let's proceed. Because you do not have questions, let me be the one to ask you questions based on our topic for today. Let's proceed. Okay, question number 1. How is collision applied to our daily life? Anyone? Okay, we have Rachel. What is your answer? Yes. So, we can apply it to different situations. Like, okay. So, when a ball at a billiard table hits another ball. So, that is an application of collision. What else? Yes, you have Patricia. Your answer is? Yes. Cars colliding on the road. Yes. Who can give me one final answer? Yes, Savion. Okay, you can give me two. Okay, thank you. Okay, yes. Okay, so your answer is a bat striking a baseball and a bullet embedding itself into a torso. Yes, thank you. Next question. What is the importance of understanding collision? Yes, let's have Lillian Miles. You're raising your hand. Okay, very good. Okay, so you said physicists use collision to determine the properties of atomic and subatomic particles. Okay, and I will just rephrase what you have said. Okay, so you also said that you can also estimate the speed of an automobile before the accident by knowing the physics of the collision process and a few other physical principles. Yes, that is correct. Let's move now to the next question. Another question. What advice can you give to a vehicle driver to reduce the impact force of collision? Yes, Marielle? Yes, very good. So always follow traffic rules and regulations and do not overspeed. Okay? Let me just add one more answer. Okay. So wearing of seatbelt. Okay. Drivers should wear their seatbelt, okay, because it's one of the most effective ways to reduce the risk of death and serious injury from a car crash. Wearing seatbelt properly will give the best protection. Okay? Next question. Why do we have airbags in our cars? Okay, I will repeat the question. Why do we have airbags in our cars? Yes, Michelle, you are raising your hand. Very good. Okay. Again, I'm going to rephrase your answer. So, when a driver gets into an accident, their momentum carries them forward into the steering wheel. By putting an airbag in the car, a smaller force is exerted over a longer period of time to change the momentum of the driver to a stop. Okay, thank you very much. In connection, airbags in cars are designed with impulse or momentum change principles. Inflatable airbags are installed in most cars, aimed to increase the time of impact between the driver or passenger and the crushing vehicle in the event of an accident. Can you think of some other safety devices installed in vehicles? Can you think of some other safety devices installed in vehicles? Anyone? Who can give me an answer? Yes, Shell. What's your answer? Seatbelt. Okay, very good. Okay. Seat belts are designed to secure the driver or passenger of a vehicle against harmful movement that may result during collision. What else? Some more answer? Okay, can we have the boys? Yes, Selwyn. Uh-huh. Your answer is dashcam. A dashcam is a video camera mounted on the dashboard of a vehicle and used to continuously record the view of the road. Okay, thank you very much for your answer. Can we still have one more answer? Mm-hmm. Yes. Chloe. Yes. Okay, your answer is collision avoidance system. Okay. So that is forward and rear collision warning. Okay, so para kapag na-detect niya sa likod na may mababangga siya, nag-a-alarm na siya. Okay, same is true sa front. Okay, so ganun din. Okay, so I hope our question here is already clear to you now. Okay, next question. How does impulse and momentum relate to collision of objects? 50% of all mid-air collisions occur when one plane tries to overtake another in
Okay,
radial way. Okay,
Celine.
so we have
Okay, so thank you so much, Ma'am De Chavez. We have to end with the presentation because it has been 25, 21 minutes already, not to be fair to everyone. But however, I believe that our members of the evaluators have seen already the part that they wanted to see in the presentation. So thank you so much and congratulations. Um, okay, so that was our last demo teacher this afternoon. But of course, before we'll say goodbye each other for today, I just would like to remind everyone that tomorrow we'll still have the same time, the same link to be used for our platform. Okay. So again, thank you so much and congratulations to our first set of demo teachers today. Sariki, thank you and thank you everyone. See you again tomorrow. God bless and keep safe.
Sir,
Sir, permission to speak po. May I just ask, do we have an
Yes, ma'am,
attendance
they
for
do.
today? Do we have attendance?
Attendance, yes, ma'am, ang attendance will be posted later on by Seriki in the GC.
Thank you po.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Questions po to all.